Welcome back.
Welcome back. And so,
as we had mentioned earlier in the show, our first feature for today, or our first segment for today, is going to be a special feature. And we're going to be checking out the rugby movement in Belize.
So, as we make that move over to the rugby feature of Belize, I want for you to focus on it and see if it pertains to you, if it's something that you like. And then again, you try to get into it. You never know where you're going to end up.
All right.
Okay, practice tackle. That's been great. Okay, ready? Go. Good, good, good. My name's Tony Gillings. I'm the president of Rugby Belize. It's an organisation I started about 2 years ago now. We were officially recognised by the Sports Council in April this year, which means we're now on a real progressive role of developing the sport here in Belize. Rugby is an interesting sport because a lot of other sports have come out of rugby. American football, for example, came out of rugby. It started in England back in the 18th century when a young lad called William Webb Ellis was playing ordinary football and he decided it was boring. So he literally picked up the ball and ran with it. That happened in a town called Rugby, and that's how the sport got its name. Since then it's moved on. It's now the national sport in Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Samoa, South Africa and many other places. And what we play here, there are various different types of rugby. What we play is called Rugby Sevens. Rugby Sevens is the version of rugby that's in the Olympic Games this year. For the first time for 90 years, the sport was the last in the Olympics. And it means it's a scaled down version of the real rugby, which is Rugby 15s, but it's played on the same size pitch. 7 aside, you play 7 minutes, 2-minute pause, and then another 7 minutes. So the game is what I call fit, fast and furious. You've got to do a lot of running because you're using the same size field as an ordinary rugby field, but there's only 7 players. What that means is that the team has to really work together because no one person is going to get the ball from one end to the other. So you have to really work together. And one of the key elements of Rugby Sevens is learning how to pass the ball, learning how to tackle, and learning how to put the ball at the other end of the field. The most peculiar rule, I guess you would say, is that the ball cannot be passed forward in rugby. Unlike American football, where you can launch the ball, in rugby the ball can only go sideways or backwards. If it goes forwards, that's a penalty. You can kick the ball. Normally games are started off with a kick. And the only other time you can kick a ball is if you know that there's a gap behind the defending team. But if you kick the ball, you've got to go get it. If you do pass forward, there's a scrummage. And that's where teams of guys from either side of the team get together. They kind of lock heads. The ball is placed in the middle and kicked out. And whoever gets the ball has the chance to run. And if you're close to the other line, you can get a try. That's what normally happens.
Let go. Let go. Let go to ball. Let go to ball.
The other thing that is, they're called set plays. Yeah. So the other one is a line out. A line out is where you have a tunnel. You have players from either team, and they're facing the line with one person holding the ball. And the objective is to hoist the ball as far as you can in the air, so that somebody can catch the ball or hit the ball backwards to their players. Now, the thing about lineouts is each team has their own way of dealing with a lineout. And you might, if you watch a rugby game, you'll hear the guy with the ball call out something. There's a very good one that you can watch online, where the guy with the ball holds the ball and he calls out "Salsa." Salsa! And it's a code, and what that means is that his players have a particular move that they do to try and confuse the opposition. In that particular episode, what happened was the guy held the ball, he called out "Salsa," and all his guys in a line turned sideways and did a salsa. That completely confused the opposition, and while they were thinking what's going on, the ball went sailing over the top to a guy right at the very end. He caught the ball, ran and got a try. And unlike American football, what you see is what you are. You don't wear any protection. There's no protection apart from maybe a gum shield that you can get and maybe a scum cap. But there's no padding, there's no helmets, there's nothing. So if they want to play rugby, all they need is to come out and give it a go. Give it a try, because most people, when they see a new sport, they're a little bit cautious about it, don't we know? And if they see a rugby match where guys are getting slammed on the ground, they think, man, that looks painful. Rugby is a contact sport. It's a full contact sport. And that's why some people love it and some people hate it.
I love sports, so I came to give this a try. This is the first time I've seen rugby in real life, like played it or even tried it. So I can say it's really good to try it. Best thing would probably be the tackles. Tackling people, getting that chance to tackle people.
You like that physical aspect of it?
Yeah.
Actually, I live right across the street, so when I saw the game playing over here, I got attracted by it and the ball and everything. I saw the sign out here, so I said, let's come across. I came across and they asked me if I want to join in. That's how I got involved with it. My favorite part, I can't choose. I love it all. The tackling, the running, the adrenaline, everything. I love it all.
You think you'd be in it for the long haul if there's leagues or tournaments or stuff like that?
I'll push hard as I can. I'll push as hard as I can to get in there.
Why they call you the antelope?
Well, because they say I'm fast, I'm agile, and like what my friend said, I eat the ground a lot. So that's why they call me the antelope. Well, I like that it's a very physical sport, and to me it's fun. I always wanted to play it, so we're gonna stick to it.
Behind her. Go. Get it big. Kind of behind her. Get it big. Go, get it. Go, 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 go.
All right, well done, guys.
All right, there you have it. Rugby in Belize, of course. That was in Belize. That was shot in Belize City over the summer, and it was at the Lopez Mateos Park, I believe.
Okay.
So what do you think?
After watching it, he was right. He was right. Contact sport. It is what it is. It is how you get out there is how you're going to play. He mentioned all they wear is probably a gum guard or mouth guard and probably something to cover the head, and that's it. But it's a serious contact sport.
Well, you guys are talking about the Olympic finals for rugby and just the state that the athletes were in at the Olympic level. So
these guys are huge. They're huge.
I would imagine.
Yeah, but one of the things I love about it is the health aspect of it. You tend to grow muscles. You tend to be a very strong person. If you notice the build, you mentioned that didn't that guy? But he got big. It's because of the intense work that you need to put in. You're moving around, so you're burning fat. You're burning a lot of calories. You need to eat a lot, though.
Yeah, and you have to be able to take some pain because it is obviously. I mean, it puts American football to shame. I can tell you that much.
There are a few rugby players as well that would be drafted into the American football because of the intensity of the sport, and then again because of how rugged the individual is. Because these guys who plays rugby, they don't. It's like all I need to do is to get the ball over that side. Then again, he was mentioning as a part of the rules, you're not able to throw the ball
forward. Yes,
you're not able to throw the ball.
Which means you really have to take it the length of the field, either sideways or behind. I really never knew that.
Yes.
So very fascinating. And I love the idea that people have an additional option for sports. I know they have a Facebook page, so you can contact them through there if you're interested in taking up this new sport. And the people who are involved really seem to love it.
Yeah, but playing any sport, you don't play a sport if you don't like it. That's one. You get drawn to these things. For sports enthusiasts, what they do is that they find it as some sort of this is more than fun for me. Some folks might say you get addicted to playing basketball or rugby, or we call American football here rugby.
Yes.
You get addicted to playing a sport. So that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
Well, if you're looking for something new, maybe all of the other sports didn't quite pan out for you. Maybe you had an interest in trying something completely different. This might be it for you. So check them out. And you never know, maybe we'll be seeing rugby matches in Belize soon.
I can't imagine myself being tackled like that. You saw that a while ago? I can't imagine myself being tackled like that. I mean, man. But then again, for the love of the sport, you do what you've got to do. So
you're going to go to the gym and work out till you're so solid that you don't even feel it. Was that a nervous laugh I just heard? I think I just heard a nervous laugh.
You throw it on for me just like that, huh?
All right, so there you have it. We want to thank, of course, Andre Marsden for helping us out with that feature, and Tony for coordinating